Okay, so this is a trombone, and how a trombone works is you change the pitch of the note you want to play by either moving the slide, pushing the trigger, or changing the sound with your mouth. And you can do that by tightening or loosening your lips with how you want to play. So with just the mouthpiece, it sounds pretty boring. It sounds like this. And you can change the sound, but there's not much exciting there. So you add the rest of the instrument, and you can change more. So you can do what you did with your mouth, but you can also move the slide and push the trigger to get a sound. So the longer the tubing is, the lower the sound will be, and the shorter the tubing is, the higher the sound will be. So with the slide all the way extended, you can play a C, and with it all the way up in first position, you can play an F. So. So this is a tuba, and it is different than a trombone in that it doesn't have a slide, it has valves. So the valves effectively do the same thing that the slide does, but a little bit different. So this valve, when you push this down, it opens up so that this tube is activated. So the instrument gets longer without having to be longer, like a slide would do. And this valve makes this one open, and then this valve makes this one open. And then you can do combinations of those to do what a slide would do in making the pitch longer. So if I were to play this, it would be different than this because the valves I'm using change the length of the tubing. So it's very similar, but a different way of changing the length of the tubing. Playing something like a ukulele is a lot different than playing a brass instrument like a tuba or a trombone, because you can play several different notes at the same time, which is a chord, which is just notes stacked on top of each other. So some chords sound really pretty like this, and some chords sound not so pretty like that. And different chords can do different things. Like you can have a chord that sounds sad, or you can have a chord that sounds more happy. And then chords can resolve into other chords to make a phrase, which is like a musical idea that you want to happen. So I can go from this chord to this chord, and that's satisfying, right? And how this instrument works is with string instruments, the sound isn't from wind that you're putting through the instrument. It's from strumming or plucking the strings, and you change the sound of the note by pushing down certain strings to make the string shorter. So if I push it right here, it sounds like this. If I push it here, it sounds like that. And it goes up. And the shorter the string is, the higher the note is. And other string instruments are the same way, but usually larger. So with an electric instrument like this electric bass guitar, the sound doesn't come from a box like a ukulele. Because with a ukulele and with an acoustic guitar, the box where the sound can vibrate has a bunch of air in it, so the sound can vibrate at whatever note you play. And the strings are the same. The shorter the string, the higher the note is. So without the box there would be no sound to come out. Like if I turn the volume down, it's really quiet. But if I have it connected by a cord to an amp, then the amp plays the sound and plays it out loud so that you can hear it better. So that's the difference between an electric instrument and an acoustic instrument like a ukulele.